Hi Scorpios, I'm Adjoa. Thanks for coming to this channel. You're welcome to your September 2019 7 Chakra Tarot Healing section. This reading is intended to root out and identify the root causes of all your imbalances and misalignments, weaknesses in your 7 chakra main energy centers. Okay, as you know, the chakras, the 7 chakras, the main ones, because you have a million of them, they are the gateway. You know, they are the big indication. They are the places where things can be pointed out. Everything that's going on in your energies can be pointed out from those main 7 ones inside you. That's why I use it as a way to find out what's really going on, because I like to get to the root of things. So working from the body, the mind and the soul, it's all connected in the chakras. We are energy, you know, we're spirit beings. So a lot of times things are happening unconsciously in the subconscious mind that we're doing to ourselves, and we're not aware of it, and things are just happening. So we want to know, we want to be in touch with this energy. And that's why I choose this as a way of getting to your problems. So this is all about finding out what's going on that's not good for you, so you can gain balance and align your chakras. And when they are aligned, everything falls in place. So thank you for coming. At this moment, I'm going to call on the Creator, the Divine Essence, the Creator of your being, my being, everything. My archangels, spirit guides, your guardian angels, my guardian angel, mighty ancestors, for the Scorpios that are watching at this moment, to use me as a channel and the medium to pass on the information that they need to know to help bring balance into their system. Thank you so much. I'm done shuffling at this time. I'm gonna cut the cards. And the first card that I'm gonna pull for you is your base chakra, is the root chakra, and it's all about your foundation, you know, your practical things that you're doing, your finances, the things that you're building on so you can survive. The second card that I'm pulling for you, Scorpios, is your sacral chakra, which is all about birth, rebirth, pleasure, desires, passion. The third card that I'm pulling for you is about your willpower, your determination, your solar plexus. This is the sun inside of you, your gut instincts, your personal power, like I said. The fourth is about your heart chakra, and the heart chakra is everything to do with unconditional love for yourself and others. Everything that has to do with the emotional sense of your body. The fifth one that I'm pulling for you is your expression, is the throat chakra, and the way you communicate, how you're understanding communication, how you're discerning information, and your learning and everything that has to do with this aspect. The sixth chakra is your sixth sense, you know, and it's your gateway to your own soul, spirit. It is wisdom. It's about clarity. It's about discernment. It's about your own communication to yourself. to your spirit within. It is the place where your psychic abilities are working. It's the gateway to all that. It is your intuition, the right brain, the subconscious mind. Yeah, and the seventh one is your crown. This is the place where you feel your unity with your God, the creator of all things, the living things and non-living things, how connected you feel with all of this. It is your channeling energy. It's a place where you hear your own spirit, the spirit of the angels, God, everything, your ancestors. You channel the information through your crown. So it's a very powerful place where you feel united with all things. It's the spiritual will. You die through there, you come to life through there. The spirit lives through there is what I mean. So I'm going to turn around your cards quickly. In your base you have the 7 of staffs. Your second you have the 8 of staffs. Your third you have the Knight of Cups. In your fourth you have the Empress. In your fifth you have the 5 of Swords. In your sixth you have the Major Arcana, which is the World. Oh, let me mention, in the fourth the Empress is also a Major Arcana. Let's go back. Okay, so now your seventh you have the Queen of Swords. So that's what you have going on right now, and I'm gonna explain the cards right now. So Scorpios, in your first chakra, like I said, you have the 7 of staffs. The 7 of staffs is all about you working on your projects or business or whatever you're doing to survive. You're way ahead of yourself. You're working on something. It's a work in progress. It's almost at the end. Success is on the horizon, but then you may be facing opposition. People who don't believe in what you're doing are coming at you and, you know, making you feel off, like you don't know what you're doing, but you believe in it. You know, you believe in what you're doing, and even though everybody is maybe against you, you are really doing the right thing, and you are right in what you're doing, and you know this, and you're charging forward, and nothing is stopping you, and nothing should, because you know in your conviction it's about you standing behind your own beliefs, you know, that what you're doing is going to turn out to be a great thing. I think it's a great placement for a foundation. You're not slacking, you're working on something, and you're actually being challenged because what you're doing looks like it's going to succeed. A lot of times when you're going to succeed, people see it, they feel it, and they come at you, try to tear you down and discourage you, the ones that are not in your favor. So when you're facing opposition, to me it's sometimes a great indicator that you're doing what you truly want to do, and you're not trying to please everybody else, and that's why they're coming at you, and that's why you're feeling all this stuff. It could be from people even in your home. Don't be surprised when your own family are not really in tune with what you're doing. I like you for that placement. You're standing firm and you're charging forward and you're working hard on yourself, whatever you're doing, business, work, whatever. So it could be at your job, and you're not listening to your co-workers. You're doing what you need to do. You probably took on a whole project, you know, to yourself. You're not the boss, or you could be the boss, but you're doing something different, and everybody's looking at you weird, but you believe that you're doing the right thing. That's all that matters. So I like that for that placement. The second placement for your sacral chakra is 8 of Stars, which is still moving forward with whatever you're doing. Is the next card over. It's beautiful transition. It's beautiful system going on. It's a nice, beautiful balance, moving from one energy to the same energy, moving up in your chakras. There's things happening so quickly. You're working really fast. and it's going to end in success, which is a good placement for a place of desire, pleasure, and sex and all that stuff. When you're working hard and you know you're headed for great success, it brings good desire, good energy, good feeling within you. I think that it's a great position. I don't see anything wrong with it. Let's move on to the third one. The third one is the Knight of Cups. There's an interesting thing happening here. You're being offered love, or you're trying to offer someone love. This love is real. It's real. You've gathered the courage. If it's you, you know that it's real, and you're going to tell the person, whether he or she. If it's a woman, you've mastered the courage to go and convey this. You're in love, or somebody's in love with you, and they're coming to you to tell you that they love you. You're charging forward, nothing is stopping you. You're very determined with this. This is a very good placement as well. I like it. Knowing what you want and going after it. Having the determination, the willpower to go after it is beautiful. I like it a lot. Gotta get my honey water in for my throat, guys. Makes me feel good inside. So I really like that card as well. It takes a lot of courage to know that you're in love and to go after it and act on it. So that's you using your willpower in a very good way to get something that you want. That's what you're here for. To manifest things and to do things that you want. Have the strength to do it too. In your fourth placement, the Empress is a major arcana. It's a card of, you know, a luxury mindset. You know, someone who's living comfortably. You're an earth woman or a man, whatever. You have all the comforts in your reach. Yeah, it looks about right. You're working hard on your stuff. You're feeling love in your heart. The Empress is also about love. You celebrating love, feeling that, you know, that energy. It could be that you could be pregnant or working on getting pregnant. In this case, I just think that it is the energy of feeling love more than the pregnancy. Feeling the prosperity and living in it. Like, you know, when you're working on your stuff, you know that the end is bright. So it creates this, you know, this wealth energy, this happiness energy, that contentment energy, you know. So I like it for the heart. There's nothing more pleasing than the heart feeling at ease and knowing, you know, feeling this love. That's the area for that. Joy, comfort, luxury. You know, you're probably sipping on your wine sometimes, just chilling out. Got nothing to worry about. I love it. So you're from the beginning, from your first, second, fourth, third and fourth chakras are just doing great right now. Now we hit the wall a little bit in your fifth chakra, where you have the the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords, it's all about you reaching a place where you realize that you've lost out on some things, and you may have to come to a decision to move away from the situation, cutting your losses, and you actually facing opposition still by people about what you're trying to decide, what, you know, on making a change or going somewhere in whatever you're doing, and you facing opposition as well, and you're like, well, I'm gonna have to cut my losses and move on. So it's not a very happy card, but you have to move on from some kind of loss. At this moment, you have to face your truth and not listen to people who are giving you negative inputs That's all that is happening. So I don't see it as a very negative situation going on, like a great imbalance. It's just that you have to be aware that these people telling you things about what you should do is not in your great interest, and that you should be firm and not think negatively, and just move on. Because this is in your expression. This is how you're communicating. So I don't see it as like something great that's causing an imbalance. It's just things that you have to be aware of, and make sure you don't, go into the negative end of it, listening to people and feeling more frustration and more loss and stuff like that. So it's more of a caution to you, like an advice, be careful, than you fall in a negative end. Now in your sixth placement, you have the world. The world is you coming to an end. You've gone through, your soul has gone through a journey to study something, or to attain something, to go through something. Some sort of growth has happened, and it's come to the end of it. And now you have a broad mentality, because it's a major arcana, and there's travel involved. You could be traveling, you could be relocating to a whole new place. Because now you have a broad perspective on everything that you've grown towards or learned. Or it could be that you feel on top of the world, like you feel accomplished. It's an energy of completion. You come into a nice end of something that you started, and it's in your sixth sense. I don't see this as a negative energy. I don't see it as a wrong placement for a place where you're manifesting things, where it's your gateway to your own spirit. It's you being aware that, or even if you're not aware, and it's subconscious, most of the time it's hidden. If you're not spiritually awoke, back Scorpios, you guys are so deep. You truly understand your inner world. So I know that you are aware of it. Majority of you are aware that you've been through something and you are at the end of it, and you've grown from it. You've gained so much, knowledge and perspective in a broader sense about whatever you've gone through. You are aware, and this is what's in your spirit. Some of you may be thinking of relocating because you're done with this era or whatever. You're going to move somewhere over the water and just go start a whole new thing. You're about to start on a whole new journey anyway, because you're at the end of something. So your spirit is going to take another trip for new, realization. Scorpio, your house is all about rebirth, regeneration, death, and the infinity. It's the 8th house, that whole thing, where you're constantly going through death and rebirth, death and rebirth. You're learning and growing and changing and transforming and coming through life and all that stuff. It's a good placement. I don't see anything wrong with it. Now in your crown, you have the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is not a very good card, because this is someone that's in pain, a female energy that's in pain about probably a loss of a child, or walking away from a marriage, losing your partner, husband, or something like that. Or maybe things are not going the way you wanted to go. You were not successful in it like the way you wanted it to be, and you're kind of angry, a little bitter too, and you've turned your back to it. Like you have this attitude of cutthroat, saying what you want to say without being diplomatic. Just, a little anger there, You are in pain, but you're in pain alone. It's silent. You're not expressing this. You're not telling anybody. And as everybody knows, Scorpios can be deep. They look at you, they're looking deep into your soul. When a Scorpio is really staring at you, it's intense. They're not just looking at what they see. They're looking deep. They feel things. And imagine you embodying this anger and all this pain, and you boiling up on top of your secretness and deepness. Oh Lord. People around you don't know what to do. And it's in your spiritual center, your crown. So you're emanating this energy into the universe. This, you're feeling this disconnection. Because you're in pain. You're not focused on connecting with anything. You don't want to talk to anybody. You are in this silent pain, and you are not even letting in anything. You're not even letting in your spirit guides or anybody to channel anything. You turn your back against the world. You're not feeling very connected and good with the universe right now. It's not a great placement. You need to feel love here. You need to feel connection here. You need to be open here so that you can channel. Nobody channels more than you, Scorpio. You're always listening to that intuition. You're not doing that. You've blocked that because you are in pain. You have to let go of this. I advise that you cleanse your crown. It's the only major imbalance that I really see in you, Scorpio, which is very beautiful. I like it. But you have to work on your crown and let go of the pain and anger before it turns into depression and sadness and, deep anger towards the universe. It is not the spirit's fault that something bad has happened to you or you've experienced a loss. It is in your own destiny, it's in your own hand that you write your life. And sometimes, negative things can happen to you that wasn't part of you, but this is not a place for you to shut off. This is the place where you should actually be embracing your spirit guides, surrendering to them. Go to nature and practice some deep breathing, meditate, cleanse your crown, go to the ocean. You love water, go there, swim in there, cleanse your crown. Visualize the sun, the bright light from the cosmos coming through the sun and going through your crown and through your whole body while you breathe out all the stuff, negative energy. Do some fasting and surrender to the angels. Open up so they can talk to you. Your own spirit is willing to talk to you. Keep an amethyst on you or clear quartz, so you can channel under your bed, under your pillow, at least 21 days, or hold it in your hands for 10 to 15 minutes before you go to bed when you're in the meditative state, in the calm state. And visually tell yourself that you're opening up your 7th chakra, you're opening up your crown so that you can feel oneness with the universe again and start feeling the bond with God, and everything, and feel good. It will bring a sense of calmness and unity within yourself, like you're not alone in this pain. Your ancestors are there for you. Don't cut them off. Eat some vegetables, purple ones, that purple cabbage, maybe a little bit of purple zucchini, not too much. I don't trust that zucchini. Blueberries. Drink more water. Don't eat heavy at night, so you don't have nightmares and stuff like that. At this moment, I'm gonna call on the archangels to give us more insight for the Scorpios. Thank you so much, archangels. You're already giving me advice for them before I can even finish shuffling. Please give me 3 more cards for the Scorpios to help bring balance to their crown and feel connected to you, the universe. Work out the little war that people have against them. For some reason, in the month of September, people are really coming at Scorpios, and they have to get into a very defensive attitude. you know. Thank you so much. Ooh, we already got all our cards. Okay, so Scorpios, the angels gave us gentleness from Archangel Sandalphon. Archangel Jeremiah gave you life review. Healthy lifestyle from Archangel Raphael. Archangel Haniel, sensitivity. Alright, so we're gonna read through them quickly so you can get the advice you need from the archangels, and then we're gonna have a channeling session, a medium session with the ancestors. For those of you Scorpios that are watching, you can get lucky to have some of your ancestors come through to speak to you directly. That would be beautiful. Bear with me whilst I find this page and read quickly for you. So hold on guys, I'm just setting my clock because my camera acts funny. Alright, so let's read this. It says, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Makes sense, right? Because you're going through something. Sandalphon wishes to help you feel peaceful and centered, and he strongly advises that you begin by listening to gentle music. Play it wherever you go. Talk quietly and engage in slow rhythmic movements such as swaying to music or a gentle yoga session. Beautiful. Don't engage in battles at this time. So much battle going on for you. Instead, retreat from conflict while you revive your spirit and become even stronger. Delay decision making at this time. You know exactly what to do when you emerge from your gentle retreat. This is beautiful from the angel. I think it has to do with the 5 of Swords situation, the 7 of Staffs situation, even this love to go after it, and also the crown situation. Wow, that's beautiful. Listen to music and sway, guys. Allow that gentleness to make you feel the energy of the spirit. It happens to me when you listen to slow music. It's like you're in a trance, you know. It's very good. It's very calming, so I love it. Let's move on to the next card. It says life review. Bear with me. I can't read my alphabets anytime I'm here reading this card. It takes me a minute to find it. Anyway, so the Archangel Jeremiah says, take inventory of your life and resolve to change and heal anything that's unbalanced. It takes courage to look at your life, yet if done with compassion and a sense of humor, you will grow and listen from a life review. I'll help you take stock of where you've been. We'll look at what you've learned and how these lessons are valuable assets for today and tomorrow. We'll also notice life patterns that aren't serving your highest good, and we'll take steps to release those patterns. Beautiful. That's what the world is all about. This is the advice they have for you in your sixth sense, where you've come to the end of something, and it physically, this is happening on a spiritual level, but physically they want you to have a life review. Sit down, get a notebook and write everything down. It helps you to see what you're repeating. Look at least 7 years of your life. I always do the 7 years thing. You know, every 7 years I feel like our life changes, you know, and I've noticed that my patterns repeat. Like things that happen on like a year 3, for instance, like what, 2019, right? When you add it up, it comes to year 3. In 2010, the things that happened to me is repeating itself now. And the only way you can find out is when you write things down and try to remember what happened to you deeply. Big things that happen to you emotionally, physically, everything. And you will notice the patterns. I've done it, I noticed the patterns. So now I have an idea of what to expect. depending on the number of the year comes to. Okay, so then I can readjust things or change things that I don't want it to happen to me. And this happens in a life review when you actually write it down. That is how I'm able to also predict my future. It's very, very helpful if you do this exercise. Now that you've come to the end of a journey, and they say don't make any decisions yet. After you do this, like he said, you know what to do. So follow the regimen. Take his advice. Let's move on to the healthy lifestyle. Okay. Let's find the H first. Oh man. Woo! Oh, come on. Give me a break. I don't know what it is in this book. I have a hard time finding H. Bear with me, Scorpios. I'm going to find the H today. I always do. After 2 minutes. Okay. I can't read my alphabet all of a sudden. Oh, here we go. Healthy lifestyle from Archangel Raphael. Eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for spiritual health. No, for optimal health. Sorry. You are co-creating your health by following your inner guidance about lifestyle habits. I give you inner nudges to improve the way you eat or to exercise or rest more often. My prodding isn't to nag you or rob you of pleasure. Rather, my urgings are in response to your prayers for higher energy levels, increased well-being, weight loss, and a happier mood. When you take excellent care of your body, your outlook and self-esteem naturally blossoms. That's very true. Anytime I'm working out and in good shape, I feel so good. My self-esteem shoots like, I don't know, I feel on top of the world, like I can walk on water if I can. And so he's right. And with this movement that you're doing in your second chakra and the first one, moving so fast and all that, of course you need energy. You're all over the place. You're trying to make things happen, you know. So I get it. Eat right and you'll be okay, you know. Let's move on to the sensitivity. The sensitivity from Archangel Haniel. It says you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. It makes sense. You are in pain. Honor yourself and your feelings. It says sensitivity is a beautiful and powerful gift, and there's no such thing as being too sensitive. Your sensitivity helps you know the truth about situations and people, and it's important for you to trust and follow these hunches, intuitions, and impressions. Spend some time alone in nature to further develop your sensitivity. Avoid harsh situations and chemicals at home or at work. Ask me to help you choose life-affirming foods, beverages, companions, and activities. Know that it's safe for you to feel deep emotions as they are a part of your sensitivity. Visualize the two of us sealed in beautiful bluish white light. The light dissolves any lower energies, transmuting them into love. The light also helps you distinguish between your own feelings and those of others. This is so important for you, Scorpios, especially because of all this pain that you're going through here in your crown. It's so important. You're already sensitive and you know this. You have to, I think that you should really pay attention to your own feelings, being able to differentiate between your own feelings and the ones you're picking up from others, because you're so sensitive. And say honor it. Don't be afraid of it. People always talk about how intense Scorpios are. I just told you how intense you are. It's a highly developed sensitivity. The spirits are even urging you to even become more powerful in that by going into nature. And it will help you also heal, you know, this pain. By you being in touch with your own sensitive energy, you'll be able to heal whatever needs to happen. If you need to cry, cry. I believe in tears. It washes away pain. Alone, nobody is going to be looking at you crazy. Go and do your thing. Feel your pain, allow the energy to flow, you know. But Scorpios, this is really cool. You don't have much work to do. You just have to watch your crown and work on it, and be open to things happening to you, and listen to your spirit guides, and open up. Okay, my Scorpios, at this moment we're gonna have our medium time with our ancestors to give us more insight and direct messages to the Scorpios that are watching. They don't need much work for the month of September, but they need healing. They need to feel good and connect with the universe, and to stop any sort of battle that is happening. You know, it's like they are in a war with other people. Please help them to come to a conclusion, a calmness. Mighty ancestors, please use me as the medium to pass on any information that you have for them. Thank you so much. I hear desperate situations calls for desperate measures. I hear overcoming your difficulties has been a challenge, but you've done it. Someone's dad said they are impressed. They've watched you work hard, and they are very impressed with your hard work. I don't know what Chibwenze is. It sounds Nigerian. I hear Chibwenze. Chibwenze. Maybe I watch too much Nigerian movies, but this is what I hear. I hear automatic weight loss doesn't exist. I guess some of you are trying to lose weight by magic. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, my ancestors. It's just a little humor there. I heard this ancestor said, I'm overweight. I died overweight. We are overweight in our family. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It says change your eating habits though. The pizza is too much. I assure you the money's coming. I don't know if it's the same ancestor though. It might be for two different people here. I hear I've watched you swallow your pride in a lot of situations. And son, I'm so proud of you. He said yellow was my favorite color when I was alive. Something bohemian. I'm not hearing clearly for a minute there. says that he trusts in your instincts. They've always been on point. It says people are jealous of you. Your neighbors are. Something about according to me, but it's not speaking, and I hear mansion. A mansion that I built, according to me, the mansion that I built. That's what I hear. I don't know. Let me calm down so I can hear the whole sentence. Dissolving issues. With the death of your mother has changed a lot. Dissolving issues with the death of your mother has changed a lot. So is it for whoever it is, the mom died? Who says accolades to you? I don't know. What is that? What is accolades? Am I even pronouncing it well? More power to you. So this person speaks to you this way. They expect you to know who they are. They expect you know who you are. I mean, whoever I'm passing this. He talks to you this way. The jealousy is real, man. I'm about to go pop me a beer. This person talks to you this way. I see him talking that way. But he's kind of young. This dad didn't die very old. He's young mentality. He's got life in him. I hear Adelaide Benson is a sharpshooter. What does that mean? It's a love affair that will never end. Alright, my angels, I think I want to clock out. Mighty ancestors, because of time. Any last words to the Scorpios? I heard so clearly, be brave and let go. It's not the end of the world. It's just a new beginning, baby. I hear that so clearly. It says you're a powerful psychic too. You know what you want, just go after it. Okay, my ancestor. Any name? If not, we're gonna close out. Can we know who you are? Or who you're speaking to? I hear I'm jesting. That's what I hear. I'm jesting. Why am I hearing Nigerian words? I hear ekwensu, ekwensu. What does that mean? Sleep apnea is your problem. That's for somebody else. They're leaving. Say thank you. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Alright, Scorpios, thank you so much. Till I see you in October. Work on your crown.